Well, Sean, I'm in the shade, and there's a bit of a mist coming off the fountain, and it is still hot. It has to be much worse out in the heat of the day, right under the sun. We know people have a lot of plans going on this weekend, and heat's going to interfere with some of that. I'm going to an outdoor wedding tomorrow, right at 4 o'clock. It's going to get ugly for sure. But think about having pounds of equipment on and a helmet and running around sweating, adding to all that heat and humidity. That's going to be unpleasant. That's what student athletes are doing right now, though, is preseason practices are well underway. And football coaches in particular always worry about those preseason injuries putting a damper on the season. But they know the heat can be dangerous too.
This right here is where we're going to win games. Both sides of the ball. At the end of the day, we're one unit, one heartbeat.
To win a state championship,
Big!
you have to be tough. To defend the title, maybe even tougher.
Football's a collision sport. You know, you're going to get banged up, and you're adding gear to your body and your body temperature with the heat.
Oh yeah, out no!
When tackling the temps, coach says a trainer constantly measures the heat index on the field.
Quick water, go! If she comes, lets me know that the heat index is out of control, then obviously we shut it down. We follow every rule the KHSA has for us.
Schools all over are doing the same, getting ready for football, soccer, and every other sport where kids play or practice outdoors.
Obviously, when you put gear on, you're adding more and more to them.
Does the turf, this artificial turf add?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It gets warm, you know, and it's gonna, that heat's gonna rise off of it.
Coach McPeak knows that's just part of it.
Good.
If you want an elite program.
Every day we're trying to keep them safe, give them water, but obviously there's a fine line of getting them ready for games too, because it's gonna be hot in August and September.
Like most schools, several sports at Douglas have to share the field. That's even more tricky when trying to beat the heat.
We let girls soccer go in the morning, you know, then we follow after that, and then the boys soccer team after that.
But he says there is a limit to what coaches can do.
We've had, you know, some issues in the past, maybe with a kid not hydrating as much as they should off the field, even though we preach it. You know, I'm not with them 24/7. Just trying to teach them and educate them about that before they get here is really half the battle. Here we go. Break it out together. Go get some water real quick.
A coach tells me there's also an ice bath off to the side if some kids need that for recovery or in the event of an emergency on the field and they need to cool a kid down quick. Also, that heat index is measured at game time as well. They kick off usually at 6:30, but that can be pushed back for as long as it takes until it's safe enough for the kids. That might be an inconvenience when teams travel a far distance, but they all know it is very much worth it to keep those kids and staff and coaches safe.